Now, on Monday evening, we are facing Graham Potter, coming back after we sacked him 2 years ago, and he's coming back with West Ham. Now, we are in position 6 with 40 points. If Newcastle and Man City loses and we win, we'll go to top 4, which is what we want. Either way, if we lose, Bournemouth might go in front of us. Maybe Aston Villa will not. But if we lose or draw, we might go to position 7. If we win, we have the ability to go to, not the ability, like if everything goes to our plan, we'll go to position 4 or 5 or remain in position 6. Anyway, Potter was appointed on January 9th. He has managed, like, right now, I think 4 games. I don't think he managed that game versus Aston Villa. I'm not sure. But right now, he has managed 4 games. And in those 4 games, they have won once against Fulham. He was defeated by Crystal Palace, but they had a red. And he drew with Aston Villa on Sunday. And there are weaknesses, you will say, like weaknesses, which we can use to defeat him. And the first one is their variability. Like right now, he hasn't had like what you can say, like a first 11. In West Ham versus Fulham, he started with 4-2-3-1, and Kudus was in front. Susek was playing as what do a 10, and you had Somerville and who was there? I'm not remembering. But when he went to Crystal Palace, he changed, and he had 3 at the back, 4 and 3 in front, and he had Kudus on this other side, Susek in front, and I don't know, he didn't play Somerville. And then against Aston Villa, he also had a 3-4-3, or we could say 5-3, something like that. But then he again changed everything. So that can work to our advantage, because the team currently there's a lot of variability, which means the chemistry will not be as you would expect, and that will make them probably make certain mistakes. And it's not just in front, there's also certain changes at the back in every game. And even in Aston Villa, by the time the game was ending, they were not even playing at 3 at the back. They changed to 4, which means he's changing a lot. He's trying to figure it out, and they might be making mistakes. So if we go there and we attack them, like really pressure them, we should expect them to make us certain mistakes, which we take advantage of. Now, that also becomes a problem, because if you can't really know how the team will come, like if you can't really anticipate how the team will come, you can't plan for the game with that in mind. Like you can't plan for West Ham that you don't know how they will line up, who will play as the striker, who will come as the defender. Now we'll be forced to play just our game, like we can't plan for them, which is really a problem, because then it means West Ham can plan for us, but we will find it hard for us to plan for them. That's a problem. But the other good thing, or the other good statistics that we can use, is that Graham has never won against Chelsea. He has faced Chelsea 6 times, drew 4 times, and lost 2 times. And it's not just Chelsea, like Graham has not been winning against uh, big teams. Like against Man City, he has lost 9 games. Against, I can't see the whole list, but against Liverpool, he has only won once. Against Man United, I think he has only won once or twice. So this is a coach, and even as I was looking at these statistics, I just kept wondering why. Like, what was the criteria that we used to select him to coach us? Because all these statistics are not Because even if you look at the wins, the draws, and the losses, and that's in Brighton, which Brighton was not a small team, it's a mid-table team. Like you'll find like there are just certain things which you think like why or what were the sport directors looking at when they were selecting this person. But it doesn't mean that he's a bad coach. He has won certain games. He has won against big teams, against mid-table teams, which I think right now we are most probably a mid-table team than a top team. And it's also coming to Stanford with that revenge mentality. And you could see in his press conference, like he was like just spitting fire. He was when they were telling him like people he signed, he was like going back and forth with them. Like he had this, you will say, braggadocio with him right now, as opposed to when he was here earlier, which was like kind of meek, humble, a person just waiting to be told what to do or trying to sound good to the people. So when it comes to Stanford, I'm so sure. Are we playing in Stanford? Yes, he's coming to Stanford. I'm so sure he's coming, waiting, like really planning to defeat us. Now, those are the weaknesses that we know. Like they're not like weaknesses per se, but he can't. He's not good to facing a team that is better than them, like a huge team, which I think we might consider ourselves like a huge team as at now because he has never defeated us. And it he hasn't had that, you know, that first 11, that team. So they're bound to make mistakes. And him also, he has not had that new manager bonds with West Ham. And I know West Ham has good players, the players like Kudus, who's a good dribbler. But even looking at Kudus is not, he has not been very like the person you expect when converting chances. Like the striker got an accident, so they don't have like a number nine. They are always like that top level number nine. They are always trying, like they have used Kudus, they have used Susek. I don't know who they used the last game, but all those are playing to advantage. And even with our bad form, we still have a form better than West Ham. So this is not a game that we should lose. This is not a game that I don't know what Maresca is planning. Again, I'll try and make a predicted lineup, but I'm just saying that based on all these factors, that there's nothing in West Ham that can show that we can't defeat them.